Good morning, everyone. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we meet, the Turrbal and Yagra people, and pay respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. And I'd like to acknowledge every one of you who are here today, distinguished guests, presenters, moderators, families, and friends. Let us give ourselves a big clap for being here. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Rice Faith Rosella, or Risa for short. I've come here to present my story to plant seeds of kindness and compassion to people who have mental health issues and who carry stigmas from the negative perception of society. I would like to show that after my talk, you can see us as more human. So who am I? I am a daughter and a sister. I have 2 step-parents, 2 parents, 15 siblings. It's very complicated, but I feel blessed and I feel very supportive. I am a carer. This is what I love to do. I'm from the Philippines, and my auntie and my grandma and my extended family supported us while my mom and my father forged a better life for us in Australia. I came to Australia when I was 18, and Australia has provided me great opportunities and a good education. I became a nurse, a kindergarten teacher, and a disability support worker until my mental health deteriorated and I couldn't work anymore. But I'm actually studying at the moment to become a peer support worker for people, to support people who have also got the similar mental health issues as myself. I'm an aspiring artist, so I like to paint and draw because it gives me great joy and it is creative. I'm a hula dancer. To dance the hula is to pray. I dance with my body and my soul, and it makes me feel grateful to be alive. I'm a writer as well. I'm part of a writing group. Words help me to express my emotions of depression, fear, suicidal tendencies, but also love and hope and compassion and dreams. I've published a journal article with my writing group about our experiences in a mental hospital, and we're also in the process of writing a book together. I'm also a traveler. I like to travel and see new places and meet new people and eat different kinds of food, and it stimulates my senses. But my world has been turned upside down like a bat. I have schizophrenia. Notice that I said the word have and not am because it is only a condition that I have, but not an entire part of me. It is only a part of me, but not my entire being. So lesson number 1 is that please never call someone schizophrenic. These are first of 3 lessons that I impart with you to help us support people with mental health issues. So what is it like for me to have a mental health episode? I hear voices and I see things and I feel things that are not there. Funny story is my voice told me to jump off a 2nd-story balcony. So I jumped off a 2nd-story balcony and I didn't end up on the concrete floor, but I ended up on a tree, and then I jumped and ended up on another tree, and then I jumped and ended up over the fence. So lesson number 2 is when people have an episode, please don't panic and don't get afraid. Just call for help and the ambulance and the police will come. So my life becomes all black and dark, and my life gets broken up into a million different pieces that I have to pick up again and again. Worthlessness, shame, and embarrassment follow me every day because of the way I feel, and my life becomes a mess. I get suicidal because I don't find a reason to live anymore. I don't have the strength and the courage to endure the onslaughts and to keep on going. And I also get very tired and drowsy from my injection. So if my eyes flicker, please don't think that I'm flirting with you, but it's just that I'm drowsy from my injection. So lesson number 3 is be kind and compassionate, allow the person to recover. So my visitors at the mental health ward are the rainbow lorikeets and my family, obviously, so I've been very supportive. So what is HOPE for me? HOPE is an acronym. H is home, which is Mother Earth. We are all connected and we are all one. We are responsible in sustaining and nourishing the earth and each other through love and compassion. O is others for me, love to and from others, such as my family, my friends, the community, the society in general. Clemente program has helped me with intellectual stimulation, broken down social isolation. It's also given me wisdom and more knowledge about the arts. And I've also been part of the Blue Phoenix group and my writing group and the PIMS network. P for me is peace within myself and within my society and within God and Goddess. My spiritual practices have helped me recover and also helped me live a better life. And E is for eternity. With the help of God and Goddess, we are all powerful spiritual beings that can change the social and environmental footprints that we leave on this planet and create a more peaceful and loving world, maybe create heaven and earth. It can either create or uplift us all or destroy or annihilate us all, depending on our attitudes. The choice is ours. So I'd like to introduce my hula teacher, Kumupa Kavika, to dance the hula with me.
Aloha, everyone. Aloha. Yeah, we're going to do that one more time. Aloha, everyone. There we go, that's what we got. Okay, so my name is Kumu Pa'a Kamika Foster. Kumu is a teacher, and Pa'a is a foundation. It is unshakable, it's unmovable, and it is rooted in the spiritual knowledge and wisdom of my ancestry. I belong to a lineage of traditional cultural practitioners from the island of Molokai in the Hawaiian Island chain. And I'm the 51st generation to continue to preserve and perpetuate the knowledge and wisdom and traditional practices of my Hawaiian ancestry. So I met Risa recently, actually, back in September at the 7th biannual Multicultural Festival at the Multicultural Center of Kupidawi, which happens to be just out at Mount Samson. And part of what I was sharing there was hula and the art form that is hula, which is the dance of my people. And Risa attended the festival and was engaged in all of the sharings that I had planned there. And then we began to dance with one another. Hula is a form of prayer. It's a word that we call huli, and it's a means of communicating with our ancestors, our guardians, and also to what we call akua, higher power, higher being. But more importantly, hula is a means for our ancestors, our guardians, and for that higher being or that higher power to communicate through us. We consider everything that is present and alive in this universe to have a spirit, and therefore to be alive. And we also consider it to be part of our ohana, our family. So aloha is also a very big word that we share. And one of the hula dances that Risa, that I had the privilege of sharing and teaching Risa, that we're going to dance for you, today it's entitled These Islands. And it's an English song, so you're gonna get to know what it is that we're dancing. And it's what we call a hula awana. And awana is a modern form of hula, which means it's set to contemporary music and instruments. And what's very significant about this particular hula itself, however, is the word aloha. And aloha, so that you all know, is translated to us in our lineage to mean unconditional love. And it's taught to us through another saying called aloha ike kahi, which means to love one another unconditionally. We do not have to condone what others do, but it is important for us as human beings, and more importantly, spiritual beings, that we find a means of loving them anyways. So, and it starts by knowing everything about oneself, and when you know everything about yourself, then you're able to love yourself. And it is actually at this moment within the learning that our ancestors asked that we turn around and we share that love to everyone and everything in this universe, because that is actually what makes it unconditional. And this particular hula, it's in English, again, so you'll understand it. But it does not define aloha in other words, meaning love or compassion or camaraderie or friendship. But it actually describes the relationship that we have to the land and to the waterfalls, to the ocean, and to one another as human beings. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get my modern technologies up and running. What's happening here? Technical difficulties. All right, let's do this again. Oh, here we go.
Have you seen these islands? Have you seen the beauty of this land? Do you know its people? Brothers, sisters walking hand in hand. Have you seen the ocean? Miles and miles of crystal deep blue seas. Can you smell the flowers? Will the air with fragrances will breathe? This is aloha. This is aloha. This is aloha, this land of Have you felt the power? Mountain craters of lava in the air. Earth's green swept free. Each island blossoms everywhere. Mountain craters flowing lava in the air. Birds breathing swiftly. From each island blossoms every year. Have you felt its spirit? Ancient gods, their majesty. Coloring boats stretch across the sky. Waterfalls so high, mountains make you cry. Your love is kind. In the world can go. You touch the spirit. The gift of lovely joy. This is aloha. This is aloha. This is aloha. This land of love.